This is the tiniest lens that I own. It is an 11mm f1.8 lens from Sony, and I'm using it on my A7 IV body. You can also use this on the crop sensor cameras, and it's actually meant for the crop sensor Sony alpha cameras like the A6400, 6500, etc. And it is phenomenal for a handful of different use cases. If you have something like a 28 to 70mm lens, you will be blown away by how much wider this is, and I'm going to show you my 4 favorite use cases for it right now, starting with interiors of homes. As you can see, the shot of the bathroom with the 28 to 70mm lens looks pretty tight, but as soon as I put on the 11mm lens, we can see way more of the bathroom. So if you're doing any sort of real estate photo or video work, this is a phenomenal lens for that. You can encapsulate much more of the room, and this also works well if you want to film a car or the interior of a car. Secondly, if we go to a landscape setting, you can see for photos, you can get much more of your environment in the shot, which is awesome. And then if you want to film some sort of adventurous shot, like if you're filming vlogs, then this lens works really well for that, as you can see in this refrigerator shot, which you couldn't really do with the 28 to 70, because as you can see, it's just too zoomed in. Finally, if you want to do some handheld vlogging sort of video, this is really nice because if you stick your hand out just a little bit like so, you can get a pretty decently wide shot. And so you can go and do your vlogging videos on your camera now without having to stick your arm all the way out and look really awkward. So that is the Sony 11mm lens. If you're looking for something very small, compact, lightweight, and with really quick autofocus, I highly recommend it. And you can get it with any of your Sony cameras. Rather, it'll work on any of your Sony cameras, whether you are on crop sensor or full frame. Just keep in mind, if you're on a full frame camera and you zoom out, it's gonna look like this. So it will have some vignette around it. So I just set up a shortcut key on my camera, C1, I have that zoom in. You can see that that zooms in, so it's perfect without a vignette. It's not as wide, but it's still awesome. Highly recommend this lens.